So here are the habits that have allowed me to make thousands and thousands of dollars every single month as a college student. So if you are in your 20s, if you're in college right now, or if you're basically just struggling with habits such as discipline, this video is for you because right now I will be revealing the secrets that have allowed me to make thousands of dollars every month and also drastically improve my life. So let's begin this video. So first and foremost, the most important habit you must have in anything that you do is consistency and discipline. You need these two things in whatever you're doing. Because even though you have a great idea, if you have a great blueprint to, let's say, a business plan or whatever you have in mind, if you don't have the discipline to show up every single day, regardless of how you feel, and if you don't have the consistency, you are not gonna make it. Essentially, discipline and consistency are the key habits that have allowed me to make thousands of dollars every single month as a college student. Now, for your information, being a college student is extremely hard because you have a lot of deadlines, you have a lot of things to submit, a lot of paperwork, a lot of worksheets, a lot of homeworks. Plus, you gotta do some of your side hustles, which is what I'm doing right now. Plus, you have to go to the gym, all these things. It's so hard to juggle these things and essentially make time for things. So it is very common for people like us to feel unmotivated most of the time or feel tired to do things we don't feel like doing. And that is why discipline is such an important factor in achieving your goals. So there's this book that I've read about a year ago. The book was Atomic Habits, and there's a lot of valuable lessons you can learn from this book, such as how we should prioritize making small steps and changes per day compared to making drastic changes. Because making small steps is way easier than making drastic or big steps or drastic changes. So as an example, if you're out of shape right now, if you're not making any money and you want to make some money, if you want to get in shape, just try to at least put tiny efforts in your day to self-improvement. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be small, tiny changes to your habits, small steps per day, such as doing 10 minutes or 20 minutes of push-ups or dedicating an hour of your day researching valuable skills that could make you some money. Do this every single day compared to making drastic changes. Make small steps, small changes per day. Eventually, all these things will compound in the end. And perhaps about a year or two from now, your progress will be very, very massive or drastic compared to when you've started. So make the first move, stay disciplined and consistent, and make small changes or steps per day. That's habit number one. Now, this brings us to habit number two because I have mentioned that people like us who are in college are very, very busy. This brings me to habit number two, which is putting systems in place. So this doesn't only apply to people like me who are in college right now, but also applies to people, as an example, who are working right now or are just very busy in general. So if you're a very busy person, most of your time in the day is taken. Well, this is a very, very important factor, and that is you must put systems in place. You must organize your time, find time out of your day to dedicate to side hustles, to dedicate to self-improvement, to dedicate to making money, to getting in shape. Personally, the tricks I have discovered in making systems is editing videos while I'm commuting in public transport, or you could take an hour out of your sleep and dedicate it to making videos or probably working out. Actually, there are tons and tons of ways to make systems, to put systems in place so that you will be able to still work on yourself and your side hustles while in college or while you're very busy in work. Now, for the third habit, I want to talk about a bad habit that is potentially stopping you or hindering you from your true potential. And that is complaining or making excuses. Now, I understand that we are all human and there are times where we feel very tired. We tend to make excuses, but If you want to make it big in life, if you want to succeed, if you want to beat your opponents, if you want to make a ton of money, whatever it is, or whatever goal you have in mind, you have to cut out the excuses. You have to develop a mindset that will allow you to be ultra competitive. Now, let's talk about the fourth habit that allowed me to make a ton of money while in college, and that is working out. Yes, working out has taught me a lot about discipline, about work ethic, about consistency, about mindset compared to all the books that I've read. Working out was the most effective teacher in mindset building. Yeah, if you want to make a ton of money, if you want to succeed, you have to get in the gym, you have to get in shape right now, you have to work out because working out will teach you a lot about discipline, about consistency, about showing up every single day, regardless of how you feel, even if it's hard, even if people are not watching, you have to show up every single day. And what's great about the gym is that you can't buy muscles, you can't buy a nice physique. You have to put in the work, rich or poor, you have to put in the effort, you have to put in the work because a good physique cannot be bought. Now, the last habit I'm going to talk about right now is developing a feedback loop. So, if you have no idea what a feedback loop is, it is essentially whenever you make a mistake, you try to learn from the mistake, analyze what went wrong, where you should improve, what you should do in the future to avoid this from happening through trial and error. If you keep learning, if you keep failing, as long as you're learning from your failures, you have never failed to begin with. And learning from your failures is just going to bring you a step closer to your ultimate goal. Essentially, those are the habits that have allowed me to make thousands of dollars every month as a college student. So you can take these tips from me and apply it to your life, and I assure you it's going to be really, really helpful. And I would like to end this video with a saying that your mind can either be your worst enemy or your greatest ally. If you've picked up some value in this video, please do drop a like on this video and comment down below if you will be locking in summer.